So some really tragic news for individual Minnesotans as well as our nation in general. 2 politicians, Democrats, were murdered along with their spouses. I don't know exactly how many people have died as this story is still going on. It's very late here, but I thought that this story was worth covering before I go to bed. The authorities have described the attacks on Representative Melissa Hortman and Senator John Hoffman as politically motivated, and a manifesto found with the suspects suggests a connection to their votes to repeal Minnesota care eligibility for illegal aliens. In other words, they were going to take away free health care for illegal aliens. Now, who do you think this suspect is? I mean, it's not in, but we all know that it's almost certainly a far left commie. These people that are trying to destroy our nation, the same type of person that believes that they are right about an issue because they are so unhappy in their lives that they grasp onto political ideology for meaning, and thus they become pawns in ushering in this darkness over our nation, thinking that they are the light. And they use murder to do so. This is terrorism. This is the terrorism of the left. And do you remember when they told us that MAGA was the great threat to America? Joe Biden said it in his speech. They call Trump Hitler. They say that MAGA are the violent ones, and they're out there protesting for the decent people. I mean, we're talking about the BLM riots of 2020 that burned down cities that they framed as mostly peaceful, while this time they've got the No Kings rally going on. As they LA riots, they burn cars, they throw rocks at police, they shoot fireworks at people, which is attempted murder because you can actually kill somebody with this stuff. But they call it peaceful. This is the media gaslighting again, telling us that the big threat comes from the right. Yeah, the right, the flag-waving patriot that wants to go home to his family, have a beer, play some softball, and then watch the game on the weekend before he goes back to his job and work. These people on the far left are the extremists. They are the ones that are destroying our nation. And I, as an American, feel tremendous sadness about this because when I was growing up, this was inconceivable that somebody would behave in such a manner that they went out and killed two Democrats that crossed the line. They view these people as traitors. That's why they were targeting. It's okay if you're a Republican and you vote against this, but you are Democrat? Oh, we have to take care of you. This is terrorism in action. The use or threat of violence in order to achieve a political aim. And they are letting it be known that if you go against us, that the same thing will befall you. We do not live in a nation of peace, of law, where law-abiding citizens can go about their lives without worrying. No, it's become a low-trust society that's being fomented by people on the left. I can't believe that this has taken place. Based on somebody's vote, you think that they're evil enough to try to take out. I mean, you had the Black Lives Matter riots. You had Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, his house firebombed by a far leftist who was going to kill him. You had the Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh, who was going to be killed by a far leftist before he was caught by the U.S. Marshals. You have so much violence that comes from that side, and yet the media frames it that it's the right that's doing this. No, we have to denounce this completely, publicly, and then we have to take the whole FBI and put the full weight of law enforcement to punish and arrest these mother effers, because otherwise we are going to have a civil war, because there is not that much more time that people on the right that just want to be decent people are going to tolerate this, and they are going to shoot first and ask questions later if the next time somebody knocks on their door. And apparently this was somebody impersonating a policeman. This is the way that you destroy the fabric of our nation, which is the purpose of these far leftists. So my heart goes out to the families of these people, both to Melissa Hortman and John Hoffman and their spouses, who apparently were killed or targeted. And it's an ongoing story again. And to their families. It's disgusting. And I honestly hope that When you see the Antifa people in the streets, you have to see them for the terrorists that they are, because I guarantee that this is coming from that side of the aisle, and somebody with this political ideology that's been ingrained into his mind by the repeated hatred and the isolation of these people to one echo chamber on social media. God bless them, and God bless America, because I just cannot imagine that this would have happened even 10 years ago. But unfortunately, it's completely unimaginable today. And Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, calling Trump a Nazi, you don't think that this has an effect? You don't think that this is how you affect how people behave when you have leaders of the party basically invoking stochastic terrorism, when you approach the line of recommending it, when you say incendiary things about an individual and then let the crazy people take you up on the offer that you did not fully make but was implied. This is a form of stochastic terrorism that's going on right now, and Tim Walz, that governor of Minnesota, that fuckhead that, thank God, he wasn't elected into the vice presidential role, he has a lot to account for here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm thoroughly saddened and disgusted by it. Peace.